Hey, it's Heather Leg here, and I'm excited because it's the close of day 12 on my Success in 90 program, and 12 of 31 days of me doing the clean program. So, like I said, I talked to you. I mentioned before that I had promised to do a video on the clean program. So here it is. If you're not that interested in this part of everything, skip to the next one or go back and whatever. I'll keep going on the rest. But I want to talk about clean. So this, for me, was a total life changer. This program, Dr. Junger, here's the book, and there are a couple of iterations out, and I have it on, I think, Kindle as well. And I don't buy the whole kit. I'm sure the kit is amazing, but I had a lot of the products already in-house, the vegan protein powder and whatever. So basically what the program is it's whole foods. It's eating real food. It's not the same as the Master Cleanse or doing water only. It is a cleanse. It is not a fast, except for the overnight 12-hour window that you ultimately want to give your body to complete the digestion and cleanup cycle. So if it takes roughly 8 hours after your last meal, the whole premise of this is to eliminate the foods that potentially could be irritating your system and causing an inflammatory response. So for me, that means I get rid of a lot of foods that I love, but don't love me, and I get rid of my allergies and asthma within the span of a couple of weeks. I slim down. I can't believe how much I've depuffed already. My wedding rings are loose. I mean, they just fall. And I got a Fitbit HR, which I really like, and I'm already having to put it down 1 or 2 notches just in 12 days. And I don't even really do it perfectly. The idea is you're supposed to do a liquid meal for breakfast and a liquid meal for dinner, and then a Whole Foods, heavy on the veggies, light on healthy meat. We'll get more into that in a minute. And so 3 meals a day, maybe some snacks. I typically do 4, and I don't always do 2 liquid meals. But usually I do. Sometimes I might have 3 liquid meals and 1 solid snack. And I mean, I'm probably 95% good on it, and I see amazing results. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about my results. Where you can find more information is cleanprogram.com. Again, clean. And no, I'm not getting any remuneration for this. I just believe in it. I've been doing this for, let's see, this is my 5th year. And I will say, my girlfriend Laura, hi Laura, told me about it almost exactly 5 years ago. We were having some drinks over winter break in a bar, and she said, oh gosh, I heard about this cleanse and I've really been wanting to do it. And she was telling me no soy, no dairy, no gluten, no peanuts, no bananas, no peppers, tomatoes, white potatoes, or what am I forgetting in the nightshade? No nightshades. I forgot one, but eggplant. Anyway, and I was like, but those are healthy foods. I'm like, what the hell does a person eat? And I thought it was just a horrific idea. However, it planted a seed, and I think it was, I don't know, the next night I had downloaded it on my on my Kindle app and was reading it, and I was just blown away at how much it resonated with me, and it made perfect sense. So I had dabbled with some raw foods and a little bit of vegan. I was vegetarian at one point in my life, and I was certainly not the healthy kind of vegetarian. I mean, I was eating like French fries and Diet Coke and, crap. So I get the idea that, anyway, long story short, and I'm not really giving up meat, but I am giving up shitty meat and processed junk. Like when you buy something and it says cheese food, what is that made of, really? I mean, that's disgusting. So anyway, it's pretty easy to give that stuff up, and within a few days all my cravings go away. I mean, really, except maybe a little bit of chocolate. I still apparently am a major chocoholic, so but I found ways to even have that. So if you're interested in in me sharing my recipes, I'm happy to do so with you. I track them in MyFitnessPal, and I actually put the recipes in. I still tracking the calories just because that's how the app I use, MyFitnessPal, tracks. And when I kind of watch the macros, I tend to be a lot higher on the fat intake during the clean program. But you know what? I don't really care. I'm not trying to track everything and make it perfect. I'm trying to be healthy. And this works incredibly well for me. So the typical results are, for me, are I notice my skin clears up, my mental clarity is incredible, I have more energy. I find that I'm not falling asleep in the afternoons anymore. And oh yeah, no coffee, no booze. I forgot to mention those. Those are probably the things that I was most horrified by. No eggs either. So it's a commitment. It sure is a commitment. And I do the full month of January as long as I'm not traveling. We used to take vacations the third weekend of January every year to Scottsdale, and we aren't going this year, so it just made it a lot easier to do the entire month. So for me, it's easy to do the entire month. But the program is meant to be 1 week, 2 weeks if you can, 3 weeks if you can. You'll really see the best benefits. So you're going to want to take roughly, depending on how cleanly you eat, generally speaking, 3 days to up to 2 weeks to wean yourself off of things like coffee, and some of the processed junk, because guess what? The more you eat that stuff, the more your body craves it. So do yourself a favor. Don't go cold turkey. Don't try to go from a 4 cups of coffee to 0. You will suffer. You will suffer. In fact, as I've learned and continued reading more and more about this stuff, your body can go into a healing crisis if you change things too starkly. So just keep that in mind. You want to kind of wean yourself down, do what they call the elimination diet, where you're eliminating all of those potentially irritating foods. And yes, I do still have some allergies. I am allergic to cats, dogs, dust, trees, grass, mold, weeds. Anyway, so I have a dog, and there's a lot of dust because it's winter, so the air vents are blowing dust out constantly. Anyway, it's getting so much better though, because I don't notice nearly as much, this is gross, snot and the green stuff. Blah blah, disgusting. I'll spare you the gory details, but it's so much better in the mornings. It doesn't feel like my entire sinus cavity is full of just mucousy shit, and which sometimes gets almost solid. So gross. And yes, I'm drinking a lot of water, but I always drink a lot of water, so that is not a change. You have to take care of your liver, so make sure that you read the program before you try to start anything like this. And what else? More energy, better skin. I'm down about probably 8 pounds in the 12 days, and I was extra puffy after holidays. Got a little crazy with the booze and the junk food. We had a house guest for almost a month, and we took her out on the town, and I like indulgent things, so I had to kind of try to rein that in for a few days before January 1 hit, so it wouldn't be a total shock to the system. And I can really tell the difference. I'm excited to try on my smaller size of skinny jeans and going through my wardrobe and just kind of getting stuff out again that I like, that I've missed. It's like Christmas all over again. So again, it's cleanprogram.com. I don't know, if you have inflammatory issues, joint pain, allergies, asthma, mental clarity issues, exhaustion or fatigue, I urge you to check it out. Or maybe even skin rashes, any kind of what seems like an allergic or irritative reaction to life. If you are extra sensitive to smells, you might just be toxic. It's easy to get toxic in this modern society, and I really really appreciate how I feel when I'm doing this. The challenge for me with my success in 90 and ongoing is the consistency factor, and I'm really excited to not just stop and go right back to my old ways. I want to add red wine and eggs back in like day 32, but I'm not going to let myself do more than one food at a time. Just kind of see how my body go, how it goes, how my body reacts, and then keep taking good care of myself. Just pay more attention and not get sucked back into the social aspect of this. It's not really that hard to prepare some meals. It's not really that hard to order things differently in a restaurant. I'm a very social person. I like to eat out. I like a lot of variety with my foods. I fortunately I have some skills in the kitchen and like to get creative, but I don't really like to take the time, and I hate the cleanup. So it's not like I'm like woohoo Martha Stewart or anything. This is not easy, easy for me. Just because it's because I've chosen to make it. I've made a decision to be successful on this, and it's not that hard once you decide. So give it a shot. Contact me if you have any questions about or thoughts or comments or success stories about it. I'd love to hear them. All right, that's it.